sophomore, number 11, Chantel Meacham. 5'9" junior, number 13, Mariah Reeves. 5'8" junior, number 20, Ellie Zeller. 5'10" senior, number 21, Lauren Graham. And 6 foot tall junior, number 30, Hannah Considine. The Thunder are coached by Kent Madsen and enter today's game with an overall record of 10-1.
And we welcome you to R.A. Fagnall Hall here on the campus of Elmhurst College. You heard from Bruce Hill, the PA announcer, introducing the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. This is the CCIW Conference opener as the Elmhurst College Blue Jays host the Wheaton College Thunder. My name is Mark Kruger, delighted to have you logged on to BlueJayTV.com. Elmhurst comes into this afternoon's conference opener with a record of 7-4. Meanwhile, Wheaton, the number 14th ranked team in the country, comes into this afternoon's game with a record of 10-1. The Thunder's only loss coming to the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Interestingly enough, earlier in the season, Elmhurst defeated the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater 63-60. So this should be an interesting matchup. Fiona McMahon jumping center with Hannah Constantine, and the tip is won by the Blue Jays, and we are underway. And on behalf of all of us, a very happy new year. Here's Fiona McMahon at the free throw line. She drives, tough shot, it's left short. Rebound taken down by Constantine of Wheaton. Thunder coming into this afternoon's game on a 3-game winning streak. They knocked off Loris last Wednesday, 68-41. Meanwhile, Elmhurst also coming off of a victory as we see a traveling violation on Lauren Graham, coming off of a impressive 87-52 win over Aurora University last Tuesday. 11 players for Elmhurst in that win, scoring points, 5 in double figures. Starting 5, Fiona McMahon, Kayla Summerlin, Tiara Fitzpatrick, Michaela Eppert, the freshman, and Hannah Lippman, number 33. She is the sophomore. Off balance shot, but there's Lippman. Put back, no. And the ball is taken down by Zeller of Wheaton College. Miscommunication there and a turnover. Here's Eppert and she has it stolen. Back by Chantel Meacham. Chantel Meacham, Mariah Reeves, Lauren Graham, Ellie Zeller, and Hannah Constantine, the starting 5 for Kent Madsen's Thunder. Minute and a half gone by, still no score here from R.A. Fagnall Hall. Top of the key, shot by Constantine is good, and Wheaton on the board first, 2-0. Constantine averaging just about 10 points per game. She's a junior out of Baraboo, Wisconsin. Both teams very balanced offensively. They're both averaging 73 points per game. And close to a 5-second call, but they get it off, and the shot is missed. The left-handed shot by Eppert, but a steal. Fitzpatrick getting it back for the Blue Jays. Summerlin thought about the three. Instead, she decided to pull it back out. 20 on the shot clock here. Lippman in the left corner. Stops from the elbow, shoots and hits. So Hannah Lippman, the sophomore, ties the game up at 2. Again, as I mentioned, CCIW conference opener for both of these two ball clubs. Bounce pass inside, it's knocked away, but Wheaton retains possession. Another shot from the perimeter by Constantine and another bucket. Hannah Constantine with a couple of field goals here in the early going, and it's 4-2 Wheaton. Again, the second game of our doubleheader. The men will take to the floor here for their conference opener. Foul, Fiona McMahon getting fouled, so Fiona will come to the line here to shoot 2. An excellent free throw shooter so far for the Blue Jays. 88% free throw shooter. Ellie Zeller picking up the foul. That's her first. Fiona will have one more, the lone senior on this starting 5. Summerlin, Fitzpatrick, and Lippman are sophomores, and Michaela Eppert is the freshman. 1 of 2 for Fiona McMahon from the foul line. 4-3 Wheaton. Tried to get it inside once again to Graham, but it was knocked away. The Blue Jays doing a pretty good job defensively of not allowing that entry pass into Graham on the post. Coming into the game, Sarah Berg for the Wheaton Thunder. .16:30 remaining here in this first half. Check that, that's Sarah Drury, and a double dribble called on Tiara Fitzpatrick. Will turn the ball over to the Thunder. Substitution here for the Blue Jays. Katie Swanson coming into the game to replace Fitzpatrick. And for the Wheaton Thunder, it's going to be Katie McDaniels coming into the game. McDaniels, a sophomore out of Shoreview, Minnesota, averaging just under 11 points per game. And you can get that kind of offensive production coming off your bench. You are a valuable member. But she loses this ball here, and that will turn the ball over to the Blue Jays. And a timeout taken here by Kent Madsen. See if he wants a 30-second or a full timeout. He's going to take a 30-second timeout here. You see the numbers at the bottom of your monitor there. 16:09 remaining here in the first half. 16:08 actually. And it's 4-3 in favor of Wheaton. Kent Madsen in his 14th overall season at Wheaton. This is his 4th year as the head coach. Took over for Beth Baker, longtime head coach for the Thunder. She retired after 25 years as the head coach. Tethany Carrillo, the head coach for the Elmhurst College Blue Jays. Coach Carrillo has done a nice job as the head coach for the Blue Jays. All right, after the 30-second timeout, Blue Jays get it inside to Fiona. She puts it in off the glass and was fouled. So McMahon looking to come to the free throw line again, this time to complete the three-point play. Coming into the game for the Wheaton Thunder, number 45, Mel Bromhorst, freshman, 6'1" freshman out of Springfield, Illinois. So McMahon completes the three-point play, and it's 6-4, the Blue Jays with the lead. A little over 4 minutes have gone by here in this first half. Meacham drove right baseline, then kicked it out. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Meacham. McDaniels on the drive. McDaniels lost it. Another turnover for the Thunder. Wheaton averaging about 20 turnovers per game. That's a bit high for them. Elmhurst, 15.5 turnovers. Or 15 even turnovers per game, 16 turnovers for Wheaton. Into the game, number 22, Kelly Lawson for the Thunder, 5'10" freshman out of St. Anthony, Minnesota. Here's McMahon. She dribbles off to the right. Looking up top, here's Lippman. 15 on the shot clock here for the Blue Jays. 3-ball attempt, and that one is good by Kayla Summerlin. Summerlin gives the Blue Jays a 5-point lead here. 5 minutes have gone by here in this first half. Good start to this game by the Blue Jays. Again, CCIW conference opener for both clubs. Bromhorst connects. So Mel Bromhorst, the 6'1" center, hits from the perimeter to make it 9-6 in favor of the Blue Jays. Lippman, left elbow shot, may have been partially blocked, falls into the hands of McDaniels. Katie will hold things up at the top. Again, Wheaton, the Thunder, that one is picked off nicely by Lippman as she came over to help, and the ball landed right in her hands. Another turnover for the Thunder. Lippman gives it off to Summerlin. Trying to get it inside to McMahon. Nice entry pass. Turnaround jumper is good by Fiona McMahon. Fiona McMahon has a great game. The Blue Jays will be in every game. Oh boy, from downtown, that's Chantel Meacham connecting for the 3, and it's 11-9 in favor of the Blue Jays. Lippman going to the left hand, that's her favorite move. A little too strong off the glass, but an offensive rebound by Eppert. New shot clock for the Blue Jays. Swanson up top to Lippman. Another 3-ball attempt by Summerlin, and another 3-ball. So Kayla Summerlin with a couple of triples here. And Elmhurst leads by 5, 14-9. Again, this Wheaton team, the number 14th ranked team in the country. Perimeter shot by Bromhorst. That one is left a little bit short. Into the hands of Lippman. Hannah into the front court, off to the right. Gives it up to Eppert. Swanson with 18 on the shot clock. Oh, yeah, traveling violation there by the freshman Michaela Eppert. A little too anxious to make the move. Melanie Schwartman into the game for Elmhurst. Back into the game, Ellie Zeller for Wheaton. Also number 33 for the Thunder, Jennifer Berg, number 33, and a 30-second timeout taken by the Elmhurst College Blue Jays. Both teams will go 10-11 deep. Jennifer Berg into the game, a 5'10" freshman out of Midwest Central High School in Illinois. And if you want to be a good team, you're certainly going to have good depth, especially through the treacherous CCIW schedule. And that's what both of these two teams have. This is the 74th meeting between Elmhurst and Wheaton. The Thunder lead the all-time series 60-13. The Thunder have won 5 straight contests against the Blue Jays. Before that, though, Elmhurst had won 4 out of 5 from 2010 to 2012. Last year, the Thunder sweeping the Blue Jays. They won 69-61 here at R.A. Fagenal Hall. And then in Wheaton, they won by 1, 57-56, as Wheaton scored the final 8 points of the game. In the final 2 minutes, the Blue Jays were held scoreless. And that was just a disappointing loss for the Blue Jays. So they're looking for a little redemption here at R.A. Fagenal Hall. 14-9, Blue Jays by 5. Dumping it inside, one bounce, and the put in is good by Lauren Graham. Her first 2 points of the contest. Graham is a senior, averaging 6.5 points per game. She went to Wheaton North. Another 3-ball attempt by Summerlin. That one is off the mark. Here come the Thunder. McDaniels taking it all the way. Nice left-handed layup, no good. Put back by Kelly Lawson is no good, but she was fouled. So Lawson to the line here to shoot 2. Hannah Lippman is going to get called for the foul. That is the sophomore's first and the team's first. So Lawson to shoot 2. First one is good. First trip to the foul line for Wheaton. Fiona McMahon quickly back in, replacing Melanie Schwartman. Second free throw, no good, and it's 14-11. Or actually, it is good by Kelly Lawson, so it's 14-12. Here's Lippman. Little too strong, but a foul is going to be called, a whistle, and Hannah Lippman will come to the line here to shoot 2. A nice drive by Hannah Lippman. Foul. Going to be on Jennifer Berg, her first. And it's the third team foul. Free throw good by Hannah. Chantel Meacham back into the game, replacing Katie McDaniels. Second free throw is perfect for Hannah. Lippman with 4, and the Blue Jays lead is 4. Good double team on Graham on the block. Wide open 3-ball attempt by Meacham is off, and the ball goes out of bounds to the Thunder. They'll get a new 30-second shot clock. Ellie Zeller will inbound it here for the Thunder. Left-handed tough shot by Jennifer Berg, but she got bailed out as a foul is going to be called against the Blue Jays. Fiona McMahon with the foul. That is her first. And so Jennifer Berg will come to the line here to shoot 2. Misses the first. She'll have one more. 11 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in this first half. Second free throw by Berg. Hits the back iron, no good. It's tipped out and controlled by Elmhurst. Claire Monroe into the game. Number 3 got the loose ball. Still 16-12. Both teams in a bit of a drought offensively. Tried to get it inside to McMahon. A little too deep, but it goes off the hands of Wheaton. Off of Meacham, it'll be Blue Jay basketball here. Back into the game, Hannah Considine for the Thunder. .13 to shoot. Lippman inbounding it from the far side. Swanson makes the move. Swanson all the way off the glass, little too strong. Rebound taken down by Lawson. Thunder 3-on-2, and now the Blue Jays get back. Considine with a nice drive off the glass and good. Hannah Considine has hit a couple from the perimeter, and now she drove in for the layup. She's got 6. 2-point Blue Jay lead, 16-14. Blue Jays needing a bucket here as McMahon dumping it inside. Nicely done off the glass by Michaela Eppert, the freshman. Her first 2 points of the game. Eppert had 18 points and 8 rebounds in that win over Aurora University last Tuesday. She was the leading scorer. Her first 2 points of the game this afternoon. Knocked away by Lippman. Good defense. And into the game for the Blue Jays will be Kayla Jones, a 5'9" freshman out of Maple Grove, Minnesota. We're at the halfway point of this first half. It's been a good ball game here. Blue Jays by 4, 18-14, knocked away by McMahon. Swanson pushing it up for the Blue Jays. Claire Monroe. Kayla Jones for 3, and she hits. So Kayla Jones, right off the bat, comes in and contributes. As you take another look, Jones with the wide open look from the corner, and it's nothing but net for the Blue Jays. Elmhurst now by 7, 21-14. Graham backing her way in. Nicely done by Lauren. She's got 4. 21-16. As we stay close throughout this first half. Again, the first of 2 here on BlueJayTV.com. The men, Elmhurst and Wheaton, will take to the court at the conclusion of this game. Jones getting it inside to Eppert, and she walked. Second traveling violation of the game for Michaela. Back into the game for Wheaton. Number 13, Mariah Reeves. Junior out of Anderson, South Carolina. 8:47 remaining in this first half. Considine. Here's Meacham. Blue Jays man-to-man defensively. Graham from the left baseline, and she hits. So Lauren Graham showing the touch from mid-range. Graham with 6. Considine with 6 as well for the Thunder. 3-point lead for the Blue Jays. Jones dribbling it up top. Ball is loose. Monroe comes away with it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Swanson drives, kicks it out to Jones, and Swanson stepped out of bounds. So a turnover for the Blue Jays. Fitzpatrick back in the game along with Melanie Schwartman. Points allowed on average. Elmhurst allowing 63 points per game. The Thunder 54 points per game. So the Thunder, Considine with an easy layup. She's got 8. She's the game's leading scorer. As you take another look, she beat Fiona McMahon. Monroe's 3, that one is off. Rebound taken down by the Thunder. 21-20 Blue Jays by 1. Considine, that same move, but a little too strong, and McMahon saves it for the Blue Jays. 21-20. A 6-0 run here by the Thunder, and it's now just a 1-point lead. Bounce pass, try to get it into McMahon, and it's knocked away. Thunder coming away with it. Blue Jays bit out of sync here offensively. We got a whistle and a foul away from the ball here. It's going to be on, Fiona McMahon. A bit of a push. And that's going to be 2 fouls on Fiona McMahon, and she's going to come out of the game as Michaela Eppert comes in to replace her. So we'll have to mark that one down. 6:58 mark of the first half. McMahon leaves with the 2 fouls, and the Blue Jays up by 1. Nice drive to the left hand. Ellie Zeller with her first field goal, and just as McMahon goes out of the game, the Wheaton Thunder take the lead, 22-21. Here's Monroe. Schwartman at the top. 9 on the shot clock, and again, the Blue Jays seem a bit out of sync as Monroe drives. That one is tipped, knocked away. Reeves tracks it down. The shot clock buzzer went off, but they continue to play here. Boy, again, the Blue Jays not getting a shot off on the offensive end of the floor. Oh, nice spin move by Graham. Goes to the glass. No, Schwartman with a good box out, and there's going to be a foul, or no, a timeout, a 30-second timeout by Tethny Carrillo, as she does not like what she sees on the offensive end, and she's going to try to set up a play here to get the Blue Jays a bucket here. 6:01 remaining here in the first half. An 8-0 run by the Thunder, and Wheaton has taken the lead here, 22-21. Remember, it was 21-14 a couple of moments ago. Hannah Constantine leads all scorers with 8. Fiona McMahon has 6 for the Blue Jays, but she is sitting down right now because she has picked up 2 fouls. She'll probably be sitting down for the rest of the half. Just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Fitzpatrick on the drive to the free throw line, hands it off to Jones. Kayla's perimeter shot is good. Kayla Jones off the bench with 5. Good start to her game here this afternoon as the Blue Jays recapture the lead. 23-22. And a steal by Eppert. Michaela taking it all the way. Body contact by Graham. Lauren Graham is going to pick up the foul. Michaela Eppert is going to come to the free throw line here.
Foul charge to Lauren Graham, her first, 4th team foul.
Eppert was named the CCIW Player of the Week for the final week of 2014. She averaged just over 22 points and nearly 13 rebounds over a 3-game span. She shot just about 70% from the floor, scored 20 or more points in all 3 of the games. Hits the 2 free throws. So the freshman now with 4. 3-point lead for the Blue Jays, 25-22. And they're going to need Eppert's offense here this afternoon, it looks like. Can the freshman step up and contribute like she has been the last 3 games? There's a steal. Summerlin gives it up to Fitzpatrick. Blue Jays with the ball, leading by 3. 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Schwertman with the skip pass, and a 3-second violation is going to be called against the Blue Jays. (25-22), Blue Jays with the lead. 4:45 to go first half. Again, this is the CCIW conference opener for both teams. I'll tell you the rest of the conference opener lineup in just a second here as that drive is off. A bit of contact, but Katie McDaniel's not getting the call. Instead, the foul is going to be on Sarah Drury. That's her first. It's the 5th team foul. Augustana is at Carthage today. Illinois Wesleyan is in Naperville to take on the North Central College Cardinals. And Milliken in Chicago taking on the North Park Vikings. The rest of the CCIW matchups today. Conference opener for all of those teams. And of course, this one that you're logged on to, Wheaton at Elmhurst. That shot by Schwartman and hits the back iron. Thunder looking to run, and a nice pass from Zeller to Hannah Constantine. Constantine in double figures with 10. Blue Jays lead is trimmed down to 1 as you saw the tail end of that. Beautiful transition work by the Wheaton Thunder. Nice pass from Zeller. That 3 ball is short by Summerlin. Here come the Thunder looking to take the lead. And all the way, count the bucket by Katie McDaniels and the foul. So McDaniels with the bucket gives the Thunder the 1-point lead. The foul is on Tiara Fitzpatrick. Summerlin or Fitzpatrick. Oh, they're giving it to Kayla Summerlin. That's her first. So Katie McDaniels looking to complete the three-point play here for the Thunder. She does. 2-point lead now for the Wheaton Thunder. 27-25. And a steal by Zeller. Gives it up to McDaniels, and again a bucket and a foul. Back-to-back three-point plays. Look at Katie McDaniels running the floor nicely. You saw the bump there by Fitzpatrick. And the second trip in a row now, Katie McDaniels looking to complete the three-point play. Lippman comes back into the game, replacing Fitzpatrick. So Katie McDaniels hits the back iron, does not complete that three-point play. But what a spark she has been off the bench for the Thunder. Wheaton by 4. 3.5 minutes left to go first half. Three-ball attempt is off by Summerlin, and it's off of Wheaton. Now the Blue Jays are settling for some tough shots here. They need to work it around, get a good shot, and I know their leader, Fiona McMahon, is out with foul trouble, so who's going to step up offensively here? Jones, she's hit a couple. Three-ball by Summerlin. That one is off. Thunder with the ball now. Oh, and there's a double dribble violation called on Kelly Lawson. She was looking ahead, wanted to pass it, decided not to, and double dribble. See if the Blue Jays can capitalize on the turnover here. Swanson to inbound right at midcourt. She gets it into Jones. Jones, wide open three, and she buries it. So Kayla Jones with her second triple of the afternoon, and the Blue Jays are within one. From the elbow, Considine connects. What a first half, Hannah Considine. She's got a dozen. She's the leading scorer in the game. I think she's missed one shot here in this first half. 31-28, Thunder by 3. Lippman picks up her dribble. Skip pass over to Summerlin. Kayla. Eppert with a nice save. Shot by Lippman is short, and it falls into the hands of Zeller. Zeller pushing it up for the Thunder, does not have the advantage. Skip passes it over to McDaniels, who launches a three, a little bit long, into the hands of Eppert. Swanson gives it off to Summerlin. Jones, why not? Another three ball, back of the iron, no good. Good strong rebound there by Sarah Drury, good position. McDaniels, left-handed dribble. Now she picks up her dribble, looking for an outlet, bounce pass to Lawson. Skip pass over to McDaniels, she'll try again for three and she'll hit. Wow, Katie McDaniels, just a sophomore. 8 points off the bench for McDaniels. It's a 6-point lead for the Thunder, and another steal by Zeller. Here's McDaniels in the open floor. Lippman to beat. Little too strong. And coming out of bounds and touching the ball was McDaniels, and you can't do that. So the ball will go over to the Blue Jays. Boy, the Thunder just tough defensively, getting steals, keeping the Blue Jays out of a rhythm on the offensive end. They're certainly have to regroup here. Chelsea Samuels into the game, a 6-foot senior for the Blue Jays. Under a minute to go here in this first half. Blue Jays led by as many as 7. Remember, they led 21-14 But since then, Wheaton Thunder has played very well at both ends of the floor. That shot partially blocked. It goes out of bounds to the Thunder. 43 seconds to go. The Thunder enjoying their biggest lead of the game. 34-28. McDaniels taking it all the way off the glass and in. Katie McDaniels in double figures with 10 coming off the bench. And the lead is now 8 for the Thunder. About a 1 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Blue Jays looking to run this one down. Need a bucket. Littman splits the defenders. No good. Good hustle there by Courtney Spencer for the Blue Jays. Littman drives to the left hand and she puts it in. Big bucket there by the Blue Jays. 2 seconds to go in the half. McDaniels, and are they going to call a foul or not? It does not appear. Thunder looking for the foul, but just a missed shot at the buzzer. So we are at halftime here from R.A. Fagnall Hall, the Thunder and the Blue Jays, and it's Wheaton leading by 6, 36-30. We'll take a timeout and come back and recap the first half. We'll give you first half stats as well. That's coming up in about 12 minutes. We thank you so much for logging on to BlueJay.com. Talk to you in a little bit.
I was born and raised in Taiwan and moved here 9 years ago. I'm always the type of person that wants to hang out with other people and meet new people. And because the Elmhurst environment, everyone is so friendly, that just make me feel really comfortable being here. The very first organization I joined was the Alpha Sigma Phi fraternity, and that opened the gate out for me to join other organizations.
Playing college football 4 years is very tough, but it's also very, very rewarding. Through Fellowship of Christian Athletes at Elmhurst College, I think has really helped me grow because, I wasn't the most outgoing guy in the beginning, but as my time went on, and just meeting new people, I've kind of stepped out and became, more of a witness in my faith. I think, Fellowship of Christian Athletes has helped that, and I think Elmhurst College has encouraged that.
Elmhurst College definitely helped me grow, as in it made it clear to what I wanted to do. It definitely helped build me as the person that I am now. Lambda Chi also had, a great significance in that, turning me from a young guy, young dude, to a gentleman and to a man. And Elmhurst College, definitely the campus, the atmosphere, the culture, the teachers here, the community itself, it was huge. And I think without Elmhurst College, I wouldn't be prepared for the real life.
Well, I think something I'm very passionate about is Habitat for Humanity. So we fundraise lots of money to go down to New Orleans and just help rebuild any way we can. Something that the locals there always tell us is just make sure you tell the story and make sure everyone back home knows that it's still not okay. And of course, I'm getting more mature and stuff, but I think it's the whole community service aspect of my life that has really changed. A lot of my friends I met through Habitat, the more you're involved in, the more you're going to learn and just get to meet lots of people.
Was born in Elmhurst, moved to Wheaton when I was 3 or 4, and came back here for school. I felt that Elmhurst really did give me a chance in knowing what to expect, and it really broke me out of my shell and got me to know people better and to become more involved in general. I have a much broader view, a much greater respect for what else is out there.
One thing I really appreciate about Elmhurst College is the diversity of mindset, both with the students and with the faculty. I had all these constructs of how the world was supposed to work, or how the world did work in my head before I came to Elmhurst and before I attended college. And then slowly as I entered the academic world and the social spheres at Elmhurst, I began to realize the multi-dimensional facets of these spheres and how nothing is really as straightforward as you think it to be when you first enter college. And I think that really helped me expand my worldview. Even though we're all so diverse, there are common threads that we may share in our tradition. You find it and it's there.
My Elmhurst experience, it has helped me already grow hugely as a person and be more aware of myself and my beliefs and my values and what I want to do, what I want to be, where I want to go. And I think that my experience here has put me in touch with a lot of people that can help me get there. Even if it is after I graduate, I feel like they're behind me. So I think that that's really a strength that this school has.
Outside of the classroom, I play for the softball team. I am a member of the J-Lights hip hop dance team. And I'm a member of Black Student Union. I know for sure that BSU is very welcoming to new people of all different kind of backgrounds. BSU has helped me to increase my networking skills a lot. It's a small school that can give you the resources of a big school as well as the individual time that you need that only a small school can give you.
I think that we attract so much attention because of the quality of the education we're getting here. They definitely try to bring the professionalism into the classroom. The faculty are incredible and they're still in the business, which is great for music people. It's nice to take classes and take lessons from teachers that are still performing. You know, music is really a universal language. Being in the performing ensembles was one of the great experiences being here.
Being at Elmhurst definitely makes it easier to get involved if you take the initiative to get involved. When I was a first year, I didn't take that step forward until second semester, and I didn't know what to do with myself. But once I took that step forward, people are so welcoming, and it doesn't matter what you want to get involved in. If you want to, they'll let you. And it's with open arms, and it's really easy to, and no one's going to turn you down. And that's what I liked about it so much, and that's what helped me to expand and broaden my horizons with all my different activities.
Elmhurst College is unique in so many ways.
Here we really do have values, and my professors know the values, and they push me to be those values.
Stewardship and faith and community and service, and it really does bring in kind of a level of just interaction with values that you never go up before.
As you kind of develop yourself over the years, you start to realize these values mean so much more, and you start to uncover the true meaning behind them.
You begin to see equivalencies between your life and the school, and then you discover that you're not just in a place of learning, you're also in a place of growing, you're in a place of maturity and value, exactly that, core values.
Intellectual excellence means allowing our minds to grow in ways that we've never thought they could before. It means exploring those new pathways, seeing how we could do things different. It means stepping outside of our box of what we know and what we're comfortable with and taking those risks to really grow and make things better. I think that's really the core of what intellectual excellence is.
The professors set the standard of intellectual excellence, and that rubs off on the students, and I feel like that's rubbed off on me.
You really have to push yourself. So to know that's actually a value here is pretty important, because that's something I value on my own. So if my college values it as well, that means I really belong here.
To say that Elmhurst College values community, I think, is an understatement. I think Elmhurst College is community in so many ways.
Coming to Elmhurst College, a small college, it has to be about community.
It doesn't really matter who you are or where you've come from. Everyone here will just love you for who you are.
The fact that every individual and every unique person is allowed to be in an environment together and learn from each other and grow with each other.
Just the fact that it's smaller and that you form those one-on-one relationships, it encourages like creativity and questioning and all the things I wanted out of my college experience.
Social responsibility means caring for each individual as a person.
There are all these people and they're all more important
than my general happiness as a single person.
You're not only trying to better yourself, but I feel like it also means it's your job that you better your community too.
Knowing that there's something larger than yourself and that you can play a part in making someone else's life better.
Taking what I learned from my family, that others come before me, and translating that into the entire world.
It's really awesome to be in a place where not only are you worrying about academics, but it's also teaching me how to be a better person.
To me, stewardship is just being responsible, really thinking about your actions.
If I'm going to say that, I believe in this philanthropy, I think we should do this, I need to follow through with my actions.
What I found coming to Elmhurst is that there are lots of people that feel the same way. So it was easy to find a group of people who were so engaged in service and so willing to help.
Kind of made me reflect on, what do I value in life? Why am I here? They really did kind of push me to the next level and make me think about that, and I think that I'm a better person for it.
Values really help shape identity. If you really don't understand your values, you're not really understanding a part of who you are.
I was more sheltered until I came here, and Elmhurst has really kind of made me step out of my comfort zone and learn more about what I want to do and what I believe in.
Places like the chaplain's office and the Niebuhr Center for Faith and Action give me safe places where I can go to discuss my faith and to discuss my values with people that I know I trust and people that I know I can count on to influence me and to lead me in the right direction.
You can never be forced out of your faith or forced into a different kind of faith as long as you're at Elmhurst, that you really are given the ability to take your pick and always have encouragement from your peers, never shunned or excluded or pressured into something else. There's always a place for you.
If you believe you're here on this earth for a reason, that's going to affect the way you live your life. That's going to affect the way you treat your academics, the way you treat your social life, the way you look at your future and the goals that you have. Those things seem like really big things, but all of that boils down to the way you live your everyday life.
We value
intellectual excellence,
community,
social responsibility,
stewardship,
faith, meaning, and values.
Welcome to the cultural season at Elmhurst College. Elmhurst is a place of values and conviction. We were founded by 19th century reformers who believed in human potential, loved learning, and had standards. More than 140 years later, we still do. We still attract students and teachers who want to think for themselves and act on principles, who challenge and respect one another, who engage, serve, and celebrate our diverse, dynamic, interdependent world. A few years ago, to be clear about things, we wrote down our core values. This year, we asked some of our students what those values mean to them.
Elmhurst College is unique in so many ways.
Here we really do have values, and my professors know the values, and they push me to be those values.
Stewardship and faith and community and service, and it really does bring in kind of a level of just interaction with values that you never got before.
But as you kind of develop yourself over the years, you start to realize these values mean so much more, and you start to uncover the true meaning behind them.
You begin to see equivalencies between your life and the school, and then you discover that you're not just in a place of learning, you're also in a place of growing, you're in a place of maturity and value exactly that, core values.
Intellectual excellence means allowing our minds to grow in ways that we've never thought they could before. It means exploring those new pathways, seeing how we could do things different. It means stepping outside of our box of what we know and what we're comfortable with and taking those risks to really grow and make things better. I think that's really the core of what intellectual excellence is.
The professors set the standard of intellectual excellence, and that rubs off on the students, and I feel like that's rubbed off on me.
You really have to push yourself. So to know that's actually a value here is pretty important because that's something I value on my own. So if my college values it as well, that means I really belong here.
To say that Elmhurst College values community, I think, is an understatement. I think Elmhurst College is community in so many ways.
Coming to Elmhurst College, a small college, it has to be about community.
It doesn't really matter who you are or where you've come from. Everyone here will just love you for who you are.
The fact that every individual and every unique person is allowed to be in an environment together and learn from each other and grow with each other.
Just the fact that it's smaller and that you form those one-on-one relationships, it encourages like creativity and questioning and all the things I wanted out of my college experience.
Social responsibility means caring for each individual as a person.
There are all these people and they're all more important than my general happiness as a single person.
You're not only trying to better yourself, but I feel like it also means it's your job that you better your community too.
Knowing that there's something larger than yourself and that you can play a part in making someone else's life better.
Taking what I learned from my family, that others come before me, and translating that into the entire world.
It's really awesome to be in a place where not only are you worrying about academics, but it's also teaching me how to be a better person.
To me, stewardship is just being responsible, really thinking about your actions.
If I'm going to say that, I believe in this philanthropy, I think we should do this, I need to follow through with my actions.
What I found coming to Elmhurst is that there are lots of people that feel the same way.
And we welcome you back to R.A. Faginal Hall as the second half about to begin here at Elmhurst College. Halftime with Wheaton leading Elmhurst by a score of 36-30. Let's get to some first half numbers for you. Elmhurst shot 37% from the field in that first half, 10 of 27. But the Wheaton Thunder, a blistering 67%. The Thunder 16 of 24 from the field. Points in the paint. Wheaton 18, Elmhurst with 6. So the Thunder taking the inside game away from the Blue Jays. Fiona McMahon was in foul trouble. She didn't play the last 7 minutes of the first half, but she is back on the floor. Starting 5 out there for both teams as we begin the second half. Kayla Jones led the way for Elmhurst in that first half with 8 points. She hit 2 from downtown. McMahon, Fitzpatrick, and Littman each had 6. Michaela Eppard with 4 in that first half for the Blue Jays. 3-ball attempt, no good by Meacham. And a long rebound, it's tracked down by Fitzpatrick, but she stepped out of bounds. Leading scorer in that first half, Hannah Constantine with 12. Katie McDaniels came off the bench and had 10. And Lauren Graham had 6 for the Thunder. Just underway, second half. Women's game, the men's game to follow. Constantine, the drive. Graham, putback is good. Lauren Graham with the offensive rebound and the putback. Wheaton out-rebounded the Blue Jays in the first half, 15-13. And I think that's going to be a key in an early 30-second timeout taken by Tethny Carrillo. That's going to be a key, in my opinion. It's going to be the boards here early on in this second half. 30-second timeout taken by Tethny Carrillo as the Thunder lead now by 8, 38-30. So if they're going to sink in and not allow Fiona McMahon a lot of points inside, that means the perimeter should free up. That means people like Michaela Eppard and Kayla Jones, when she comes in off the bench, they're going to have to hit some perimeter shots. Kayla Summerlin had a couple of 3 balls in the first half. She's going to have to continue to hit from the perimeter as well. Littman with the left-handed drive. McMahon, rebound, no. Rebound pulled down by Zeller. 38-30. Thunder with the lead. If you've just logged on, it's the CCIW conference opener. Elmhurst and Wheaton. That drive off by Reeves. Blue Jays pushing it up. Littman dumping it inside to McMahon. Fiona throws it back into Littman. 17 on the shot clock. Littman dribbling off to the left. Good defense by Meacham. And that shot is off. McMahon with another rebound. Sets up a 3-ball by Summerlin, and Kayla hits her third from downtown. That's what the Blue Jays need. As you take a look at the open 3 by Summerlin, they're going to have to hit that. And Kayla, that's her third from downtown. Blocked by McMahon, but into the hands of Wheaton. Graham throws up an air ball into the hands of Summerlin. Kayla in the front court, Blue Jays trailing by just 5. A 3-ball by Kayla Summerlin. There she is with the ball, giving it up to Eppert. Eppert backing down Graham, splits a couple of defenders, and no whistle, and finally a whistle and a traveling violation called. So Michaela Eppert, who has averaged over 22 points per game in her last 3 ball games, has just 4 here with 3 minutes gone by, just about 3 minutes gone by here in this second half. Shot by Reeves is off. Ball is loose, out of bounds to the Blue Jays. Who's going to have enough energy, enough gas left in the tank come the end of this one? It's been a tough, hard-fought battle. Littman tried to shovel it off to McMahon, and in the process got fouled. Looks like this one's going to be on Considine, her second. It's the first team foul of the second half. So Littman will inbound it here. Hannah still looking. Gets it into Eppert, kicking it out. Summerlin's shot is off. McMahon tapped it out, and whose ball? It's going to be Blue Jay basketball. Boy, Fiona McMahon went over the back to tip it out. She almost picked up her third personal foul. Need her in the game. 38-33. Littman trying to use a McMahon screen. Eppert. Eppert picks up her dribble. Backdoor cut by Littman. Got bumped from behind by Constantine. That's going to be Constantine's third. Good backdoor cut by Littman, and you see Constantine bumping her from behind. And so that'll put Littman to the line. Hannah is 2 for 2. She hit 2 foul shots in the first half, and now she's 3 for 3 from the foul line this afternoon. She's got 7. Mel Bremhorst, I should say, number 45, checks back in for the Thunder. Littman, nothing but net on her second free throw. Hannah with 8. The lead is only 3 now for the Thunder, 38-35. Again, the men to follow here on BlueJayTV.com. We thank you so much for logging on. Mark Kruger, Phil Petrosic, and our entire crew, wishing you and yours a very happy new year. First game on BlueJayTV.com of the new year. There's the drive by McDaniels. Boy, oh boy, Katie McDaniels with that drive. She has been impressive. A dozen for McDaniels. The lead is back up to 5. McMahon, a little too strong off the glass. Rebound to Graham as McDaniels came over from the weak side to provide a little bit of help defensively. 3-ball attempt by Zeller. Back iron, no. McMahon getting the rebound in the corner. Littman walking it up for the Blue Jays. Inside McMahon, left wide open, and McMahon with the layup. Good recognition from Littman to McMahon. Fiona with 8. The lead back down to 3. Bounce pass knocked away by Eppert. And Graham can't hold it. It'll go to the Blue Jays. Back into the game is Kayla Jones, number 1 for the Blue Jays. She had the hot hand in the first half, a couple of 3 balls. She had 8 first half points. Let's hoping that she can continue her hot shooting here in the second half. McMahon popping out. Summerlin. Short. Eppert, though, is good. Offensive rebound and the putback by the freshman. Michaela with 6. Good position as you see Michaela getting the ball, putting it back. She's got 6, and it's just a 1-point game. But answering at the other end is Zeller. Ellie Zeller with the bucket, and immediately the Thunder call a timeout. 14:33 remaining here in the second half. Wheaton leading now by 3, 42-39. Mentioned the turnover situation. The Blue Jays average 15 turnovers a game. Wheaton averaging 16 turnovers a game. Just in that first half, Wheaton had 11 turnovers. Elmhurst had 10. Fast break points, Wheaton with 6, Elmhurst with just 3. So here's Katie Swanson into the front court to Lippman. Skip pass, Swanson directing traffic. Eppert drives, the left-handed shot is good off the glass. Well, Michaela Eppert now with 8. Couple of field goals here in the second half by the freshman, and the Blue Jays are within 1. McDaniels on the drive. McDaniels throws it up off the glass. No, it should be Blue Jay basketball, and it is. Boy, McDaniels certainly likes to drive. Meacham and Reeves back in for the Thunder. Again, Elmhurst comes into today's game 7-4 in their non-conference games. Meanwhile, Wheaton ranked number 14, a near steal, and it is a steal. Lawson makes the move to the left hand and lays it in. Beautiful move by Kelly Lawson. Wheaton coming in 10-1. Its only loss to the University of Wisconsin Whitewater. Whitewater, by the way, is a team that Elmhurst beat early on in the season, back in mid-November. And we're going to have a foul called. Bremhorst bumping from behind. It's going to be her first and the team's 4th. 13:21 remaining here. Don't forget the men to follow here on Blue Jay TV. A doubleheader lined up for you here this afternoon. Summerlin with a nice bounce pass, but the shot from the left corner by Lippman is no good. Reeves tracks it down for the Thunder. Meacham dribbling here at the top of the key, popping out is Reeves. Good steal there, coming around and getting it is Eppert, knocked out of bounds by Reeves. It'll be Blue Jays basketball. So Michaela with good defense. As Fiona McMahon getting a short rest, she comes back in. Just under 13 minutes remaining. It's a 3-point game for the Thunder. Inside to McMahon, goes to the glass and lays it in. Give the assist to Lippman. McMahon now, as you take another look at it, Fiona got the good position. And that 3-ball attempt no good by Meacham, and we've got a whistle, and it's just going to be out of bounds to the Thunder. So the Blue Jays are within 1, and you can see the difference, offensively at least, when Fiona McMahon is in the ballgame. Shot is off by Reeves, another whistle, it's going to be a held ball, and possession arrow favors the Blue Jays. So with a bucket here, Elmhurst can get the lead back. They've got Jones, Swanson, Lippman, McMahon, and Summerlin out on the floor. Summerlin thought about the 3. Littman getting it inside to McMahon. That combination has worked. Oh, they're waving off the bucket. They're saying that she walked. Tough call. Kelly Hill, Rachel Stackhouse, and Doug King, your three officials here this afternoon. Boy, looked like a pretty good move inside by Fiona, but they wave it off. I say you keep going back inside to 0-0. 8 minutes gone by here. There's the drive by Meacham and a whistle against the Blue Jays. It'll be a 2-shot foul.
Foul charge to Malia Summerlin, her second.
Summerlin with the foul. That's her second.
Foul of the second half.
It's the first team foul
Until Meacham
of the second half.
Two shots.
Meacham to the line. She'll have two. Hits the first. Constantine back into the game, number 30 for the Thunder. She had 12 points, all of them in the first half. She's been held scoreless here in this second half. Meacham hits the 2 free throws. Chantel with 5. It's a 3-point lead for the Thunder. Littman directing traffic, and a little bit of a hand check there up at the top. Foul is going to be on Ellie Zeller. Her second. It's the 4th team foul. 4 team fouls for Wheaton, just 1 team foul for Elmhurst. We're at the 11:47 mark of the second half. Popping out is Swanson. Katie making the move, handing it off to Jones. Kayla, oh, nice whip pass inside McMahon, who lays it in. Fiona McMahon with a dozen. Kayla Jones with a nice assist. Take a look at the drive, and out of the corner of her eye, she found a wide open McMahon, and Fiona put it in. Fiona now with a dozen. And the Blue Jays are within 1. Here's McDaniels, got to stop her from driving to the hoop. 3 ball by Meacham is off. Ball is loose, and it's Swanson has it, but what's the call? Oh, they're saying it was out of bounds off of Wheaton, so it'll be Blue Jay basketball. So now the Blue Jays with a chance to take the lead here. A little over 9 minutes gone by here in the second half. CCIW conference opener here at R.A. Fagnall Hall. Blue Jays and the 14th ranked Wheaton Thunder. Eppert, oh, a little short. Littman got to get back. Oh, nice shovel pass inside. Shot won't go. Oh my, Katie Swanson had a wide open left-handed layup and missed it. At the other end, Reeves, she can't get on track here this afternoon, but McDaniels with the rebound. New 30-second shot clock. 3 ball by Zeller is good. Ellie Zeller, boy, Wheaton got about 3 opportunities on that trip. You take a look at that 3 in the right corner by Ellie Zeller. The lead is now 4. Boy, that was a big bucket. Halfway through the second half. McMahon at the free throw line, dumping it inside to Eppert, but it went off the fingertips of Michaela. And that will turn the ball over to the Thunder here. Tethny Carrillo clapping on the sideline, standing up, encouraging her Blue Jays. McDaniels on the drive, kicks it out. 15 on the shot clock. McDaniels again on the drive, goes to the glass and lays it in. 14 for Katie McDaniels. The lead is now 6. Wheaton led by as many as 8 in that first half. Blue Jays looking for a bucket here just to keep it close. Littman looking for help. Wanting a McMahon screen. Fiona will fire up a 3 ball. Off to the right, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Ellie Zeller. The drive by Meacham, nice bounce pass into Constantine, and the foul is going to be called. Constantine will come to the line here to shoot 2. Nice interior bounce pass, and Constantine was wide open and got fouled by Hannah Littman. That's her second. First trip to the foul line for Hannah as she hits. She's got 13 points now. Again, another balanced attack this afternoon by the Wheaton Thunder. Sarah Drury, number 32, is back into the game. A junior out of Wheaton Academy. Second free throw by Constantine is good. Hannah with 14. 14 points for Constantine and Katie McDaniels. The lead is now 8. 8:44 to go in the game. Littman drives, may have gotten bumped, no call. Eppert on the drive, and a blocking foul is going to be called now. We'll see if it was in the act of shooting. Foul is going to be on Ellie Zeller, and it looks like they're saying it was indeed in the act of shooting. So Michaela to the line here, she'll shoot 2. Michaela's 2 for 2 from the foul line, 2 free throws in the first half. She's got 8. Certainly going to need her as well as Fiona down the stretch offensively as she hits the free throw. She's got 9 as the freshman looking to get into double figures here. She's got 10, McMahon with 12. 53-47, Thunder by 6. 8.5 to go. Here's McDaniels. Always looking to drive. Bounce pass to Constantine. Good defense by McMahon. Ball is loose. And on the alternate possession, this time it's going to go to the Thunder.
Jump ball is the call. Alternate possession out of bounds to Wheaton.
Zeller will inbound it here. We're going to have a substitution. And see Claire Monroe coming into the game for Elmhurst. McDaniels, left-handed dribble, guarded by McMahon, and the shot clock goes off. It'll be a violation. It'll go to the Blue Jays. We're approaching the 8-minute mark of this game. Blue Jays with the ball, trailing by 6. Littman giving it to McMahon. Fiona dumping it inside to Eppert. Left hand is good by Michaela. Boy, those two work so beautifully as you see McMahon, a high-low pass. Nice pass from McMahon, and Eppert with a beautiful move to the left hand. Each Eppert and McMahon, they each have 12. 53-49. Zeller makes the move, splits the defenders, kind of throws up a wild shot, but Constantine is there to grab the offensive glass. 16 now for Hannah Constantine. Constantine averaging just about 10 points per game and 6 rebounds per game for the Thunder. She's having a monster game this afternoon. Shot by Summerlin is short. Thunder looking to push. 4-on-3, they've got the advantage. Good hustle by Littman as she knocks it away. Steal by Littman. 6-point lead for the Thunder. Popping up is Eppert. They work it around the perimeter. Now they find Eppert down on the block. Eppert again with the left hand. And Michaela with the bucket brings the Blue Jays to within 4. Boy, Michaela Eppert is proving why she was the CCIW Player of the Week, final week of the 2014 season. And now we're going to have a held ball situation, and Claire Monroe is holding her right elbow. She does not look like she's Well, now she's going to jog off as a timeout here. We'll see if she stays in the ball game. A full timeout taken here. 6 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the CCIW conference opener between Elmhurst and the Wheaton Thunder. Wheaton leading it by 4, 55-51. It's been a close game throughout. As I mentioned, Wheaton led by as many as 8 in that first half. Elmhurst led by 7 in the first half, and it's been close here in the second half. Blue Jays trying to hang around here again. This is the 74th meeting between these two teams. Wheaton holds a 60-13 advantage. Thunder swept the season series from the Blue Jays last year. The one game that the Blue Jays felt they should have won was the game in Wheaton when the Thunder won 57-56 as Wheaton scored the final 8 points of the game with 2 minutes remaining. Elmhurst did not score a point in the final 2 minutes. The Thunder outscored Elmhurst 11-4 over the final 5 minutes of that game. So we're seeing if the Blue Jays can knock off the 14th ranked Thunder. Elmhurst 4-1 here at R.A. Fagenal Hall. Their lone loss coming to Wartburg College here at home back on November 22nd. Steal by Zeller. Tough possession coming off of the timeout, and we're going to have a whistle here. Boy, Constantine and Littman were battling pretty hard in the paint. Oh, they're giving the foul to Kayla Jones. That's her first. It's only the team's 3rd foul of the half. Under 6 minutes to go. And a blocking foul is going to be called here on Kayla Summerlin. That's her 3rd. And whenever you get a blocking foul like that, usually that means that the legs are starting to tire a little bit. That's Summerlin's 3rd. 5:52 left. Constantine may have been partially blocked by McMahon, and another whistle here as Graham got the offensive rebound. They're going to hit Littman with a foul. And that's Hannah's 3rd. And already now it's the team's 5th. So the foul's piling up here the last minute or so. Eppert coming back into the game, replacing McMahon. Shot no good by Constantine, but she gets it back. 3-ball attempt is off by McDaniels, but Wheaton will get yet another opportunity here. Boy, the Blue Jays need to get a box out and a rebound here. Graham, McDaniels, the left hand no. Constantine puts it in. Boy, oh boy, the Thunder had about 5 shots that trip down to the floor. Finally, it was Hannah Constantine with an offensive rebound and the putback. She's got 18. She's a leading scorer. The lead is up to 6 now again. That was a tough possession. Littman's drive, and we're going to have a foul against the Thunder. Lauren Graham with the foul. Her 2nd. It's the 6th team foul. Littman will be shooting 2. And Hannah's a perfect 4 for 4 from the foul line here this afternoon. Now make it 5 for 5. She'll get 1 more. Littman looking to become the 3rd Blue Jay in double figures, and she can't get it to go. Constantine with the rebound. 5-point lead for the Thunder. Under 5 minutes to go. Constantine splits the double team, leaves it a little bit short. Rebound to Eppert. Just a tough shot and a lot of traffic by Constantine. Here's Monroe. Popping out is Eppert. Eppert drives. The reach in by McDaniels. We got a whistle. Are they going to call Katie with the reach in? Or are they going to simply a held ball? And yeah, they're going to say that McDaniels got all ball And they're going to say a held ball, and possession arrow goes back to the Thunder. Well, good hands by McDaniels as she reached in and created the held ball. Ball is loose, taken down by Jones. Went off the fingertips of Zeller. Big possession here for the Blue Jays. Need a bucket here. Inside to Eppert, and no whistle. Eppert battling for it. Double, now triple teamed, and finally a whistle as Eppert goes down on the floor. Constantine with the foul? It is. That's her fourth. So 4 fouls on Constantine, and it's the 7th team foul. So from now on, the Blue Jays will be shooting 1 in the bonus as Fiona McMahon comes back into the game with 4:07 remaining. Obviously, free throws are going to be a key here. Michaela hits the front end. She'll have 1 more. 15 points for Michaela Eppert as she continues her fine play over the last couple of weeks. She hits the 2 free throws. She's perfect, 6 for 6 for the foul line. It is only a 3-point lead now for Wheaton. Good job by the Blue Jays of hitting the free throws. Under 4 minutes to go. 3-ball attempt by Meacham. Considine battling. We're going to have a held ball or a foul. Yep, held ball. Possession arrow to the Blue Jays. So with a 3-ball here, the Blue Jays can tie it up. 3:51 remaining. Well, look for Jones if she can fire up a 3-ball, or I'm sure they're trying to get the ball inside to McMahon. McMahon coming out to set a screen, however, there. Here's Littman. 15 on the shot clock, Jones. A streaking McMahon, and that was kind of a wild shot. Bit off balance, into the hands of Meacham. 3:25 remaining. Here's McDaniels on the drive, and she was bumped by Littman. So they're going to call the foul on Hannah Littman. That was her 4th. And so that will put Katie McDaniels to the line here to shoot 2. Katie is 1 of 2 from the foul line here this afternoon.
2 shots.
She'll have 2 shots. 3:21 left. 14 points for McDaniels, now make it 15. Boy, she's done a nice job coming off the bench. As I mentioned earlier, averaging just about 11 points per game, so she's a scorer. 16 now for McDaniels. Timeout taken by Kent Madsen and the Thunder. 3:21 left to play here in regulation. It's 59-54 in favor of the Thunder. You are logged on to BlueJayTV.com. Mark Kruger, Phil Petrusik, and our entire crew, we thank you so much for logging on. CCIW conference opener for both teams. As the men waiting in the wings, they will play at the conclusion of this game, and we'll have that game for you as well here on BlueJayTV.com. So a full afternoon of Blue Jay basketball. Leading scorers for the Blue Jays. Michaela Eppert continues her fine play. She's got 16 points. Fiona McMahon has 12. 9 points for Kayla Summerlin and Hannah Littman, and 8 points for Kayla Jones. Leading scorer in the game, Hannah Considine for the Thunder. She's got 18. Katie McDaniels has 16 coming off the bench. All right, here we go. Blue Jay basketball, fresh 30-second shot clock for the Blue Jays. Littman gets it across half court, gives it to Fiona McMahon. Here's Jones with the ball. Lippman stays on that far side to Jones. Jones on the drive. Jones throws it up, and a offensive foul is going to be called on Kayla Jones. Pretty good call. Kayla seemed a bit out of control there. Her second. Under 3 minutes to go now. Blue Jays need a stop. And a foul is going to be called away from the ball against the Thunder.
Foul charge to Considine.
Oh, wow. If that's on Considine, she has just fouled out. It is. So Considine, the game's leading scorer, fouls out of the game with 18 points. So that's a break for the Blue Jays. See if they can capitalize on it here. Under 3 minutes to go. Blue Jays with the ball, trailing by 5. They've got Graham on McMahon right now. Here's McMahon at the top of the key. Jones here on the near side. Jones with the drive. Jones throws it off the glass, a little bit short. Ball tipped around. And what's the call? Oh, we're going to have a foul called on Fiona McMahon. Loose ball foul on Fiona, that's her third. And both teams over the foul limit, so the Thunder are going to be shooting one in the bonus. 8th team foul now for Elmhurst. Both teams with 8 team fouls. So Ellie Zeller to the line. Zeller is an 87% free throw shooter and misses the front end there. Lippman gets the rebound, but as she was going down, she threw it right into the hands of Sarah Drury, so Wheaton with the ball. Tough break for the Blue Jays. Drive is no good. McMahon almost picked up her 4th foul. She went over the back. McDaniel spotting up for the 3 ball. That one's no good. And the rebound to Eppert. Boy, Wheaton had a chance to get a bucket there, but they kind of left the door open a little bit here. Just over 2 minutes to go for the Blue Jays. Trailing by 5. Lippman lays it in. Hannah Lippman now in double figures with 11. Blue Jays trailing by 3. 1:50 to go in regulation. Meacham drives, brings it back out. Over here to the near side, this is Zeller. Popping up top is Meacham. 10 on the shot clock. McDaniels looking to drive. McDaniels does, off the glass and lays it in. Boy, too easy for Katie McDaniels, who now has 18 points. 5-point lead, and a timeout taken by Tethany Carrillo, and she is not a happy head coach. She takes a 30-second timeout as she knows that was too easy of a shot by Katie McDaniels, just driving to the hoop for the layup. Well, Blue Jays find themselves trailing by 5, though, but still plenty of time. 1:24 remaining here in regulation. See what Coach Carrillo is drawing up offensively. Hannah Considine, though, fouls out of the game with 18 points. What they do is they put Lauren Graham on Fiona McMahon. So we'll see if they try to get it inside to Fiona. And if Fiona does get double or triple team, perhaps she can kick it out to one of the perimeter people for a 3 ball, but really you don't need a 3 at this time. Still plenty of time left. I would just take the good open shot if I were the Blue Jays. See what they decide to do here. Again, 1:24 remaining. This is the women's game. The men to follow at the conclusion of this game. The men, by the way, Elmhurst men's team 10-1, Wheaton's men's team 7-4. All right, here we go. Blue Jay basketball here. 1:20 remaining. Lippman. Popping up is McMahon. Here's Jones. Lippman. Drive was cut off. They kick it out to Summerlin. Her three was no good. Put back no. Into the hands of McDaniels. And you've got a foul right now. Under a minute to go. Got to stop the clock. You've got to foul immediately. I'm not sure why the Blue Jays are not fouling here. Clock winding down, 50 seconds. And now finally the foul. Boy, they wasted about 10 seconds before they picked up the foul. Kayla Summerlin with the foul, her fourth. And that brings Katie McDaniels to the line. Shooting one and the bonus as it's the team's ninth. Boy, oh boy, Katie McDaniels is just a tough player. Hits the free throw. McDaniels only a sophomore. She's got 20 now as she calmly hits the two free throws. The lead is now 7. Timeout taken by Kent Madsen and the Thunder. So now the clock is a factor for the Blue Jays. Now you got to start thinking about putting up the first open shot. You find yourself trailing by 7 with 49 seconds remaining. Well, looking back, I tell you, the Blue Jays started out of the gate, played pretty well. Then they had a little bit of a lull offensively. They just seem to go in spurts, 4 or 5 minute periods where they just are out of sync offensively. Thought they played pretty well here in the second half, but got to give some credit to this Wheaton Thunder team. They're ranked 14th in the nation for a reason. And just like the Blue Jays, a very balanced ball club. Katie McDaniels, boy, you can get 20 points from her coming off the bench. I mean, that's a valuable player to have. Hannah Considine fouled out. She had 18 points. Lauren Graham with 8. Ellie Zeller with 7. All right, here we go. Blue Jays trailing by 7. Littman drives, kicks it out. Eppert, there's a good look by Jones. Her 3-ball is off, but there's a whistle away from the shot, and it's going to go against the Thunder. Lauren Graham with a foul, her 3rd. Boy, if that triple would have went for Jones, but it did not. So Fiona McMahon to the line. As coming back into the game, Katie Swanson is going to come in for Littman. And we're going to see Tiara Fitzpatrick come into the game. A little offensive defense here for Tethany Carrillo. Fiona McMahon won in the bonus. Can't hit the free throw, but Eppard with the rebound. 3-ball by Swanson goes in and out. Rebound taken down by Meacham, and we've got a whistle. Boy, oh boy. Tough break for the Blue Jays, as it'll be a 10th team foul, so 2 shots coming now for Chantel Meacham. 29 seconds to go as Meacham hits the free throw. Littman back into the game for offense. 64-56 with just 29 seconds remaining. Second free throw is also good by Meacham. Littman into the front court. Got to get off a shot. Shot by Summerlin is off. McMahon put back, partially blocked, and now we've got a whistle with 16 seconds remaining. And this one is just about over. Foul is going to be on Michaela Eppert. So it was a good effort by the Blue Jays, just not good enough. Sarah Drury to the line. She will shoot 2. First one is off. Katie Swanson back into the game for the Blue Jays. So the Wheaton Thunder will win the CCIW conference opener here this afternoon against Elmhurst. Second free throw is also no good. Ball goes out of bounds to the Blue Jays. 14 seconds remaining. 9-point lead here for the Thunder. So Wheaton will improve to 11-1 overall, 1-0 in the CCIW. Elmhurst will drop to 7-5 overall and 0-1 in conference play. Littman's three ball is off the mark as the seconds wind down, and with 1 second remaining, Jones picks up the foul. Kayla's fourth. The Blue Jays will be back in action here at R.A. Fagenal Hall on Wednesday, January 7th, another conference matchup against the Vikings of Augustana. Tip-off is scheduled for 7 o'clock. That'll be this Wednesday, January 7th, 7 o'clock tip-off against Augustana. 2 free throws good by Zeller. Clock's going to wind down, and your final score is going to be 67-56. The Thunder with the 11-point victory, but that margin not indicative of how close this ball game was, as the Thunder hit some free throws down the stretch to win by 11. But again, a hard-fought effort by the Blue Jays of Elmhurst. Your leading scorers in the game, Michaela Eppert for the Blue Jays. She would end up with 16 points, 12 points for Fiona McMahon. Hannah Littman would finish with 11. The game-high scorer, Katie McDaniels for the Thunder. She came off the bench with 20. Hannah Considine with 18 for the Thunder. So that'll do it here from R.A. Fagenal Hall. Once again, the men will play here in just about 30 minutes or so, right around 4 o'clock. So we encourage you to stick around and stay logged on to BlueJayTV.com. We'll bring you the men in just a little bit. Once again, the final score, Wheaton Thunder 67, Elmhurst College Blue Jays 56. Mark Kruger saying so long for now from R.A. Fagenal Hall on the campus of Elmhurst College. So long, everybody.